friend of the feature.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, inside the softball stadium here inside the park at St. Mary's University. Today's matchup will be between the Oklahoma Panhandle State University Aggies and the St. Mary's Rattlers. Brian Maglio on here giving you today's action on this slightly chilly, rainy Saturday morning. This is the third game of a three-game set between the Rattlers and the Aggies. Pitching for the Rattlers today is Emily Britton. Britton comes in with a win-loss record of 13-3 with an impressive 1.69 ERA. And leading off for the Aggies is Anissa Barbosa. And the first pitch from Britton is a called strike as Barbosa swung and missed on that one. Let's meet the Rattler defensive lineup. Over at left field is Taylor Vidrine. At center is Katie Nichols. At right field is Laura Benavides. At third base, Nicole Sardulich. At short, Mariana Medina. At second, Amanda Villa. Over at first is Haley Richter. Behind the plate catching is Alex Rodriguez. And pitching is Emily Britton. Britton ahead in the count early, 0-2. And that pitch low and out of the zone for ball one. 1-2 now the count. On deck for the Aggies is Selena Galindo. The 1-2 is hit over to Villa. Villa fields it and throws it over to first in time for the first out of the inning.
That's going to bring up shortstop number 8, Selena.
Yesterday in the doubleheader, the Rattlers were victorious both times, taking the first game by a final of 8-1. And in the nightcapper, Maricela Bissaro pitched a 2-hit shutout against these same Aggies as the Rattlers were victorious 7-0. And once again, Britton ahead in the count this time against Galindo, 0-2.
1-1 the count.
Pardon me, 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch from Britton. That one hit to second. Villa makes the play, and just like that, the Rattlers have retired the first two batters in short order. And now batting Lily Ward. Ward on the season is batting .246, has started all 21 games for OPSU. The first pitch called strike one. Oh, beautiful pitch right there by Britton. Got Ward swinging on that one. 0-2 now the count. And early on, Emily Britton is hitting her groove. Here's the 0-2. And that one low and in the dirt for ball one. On the season, Britton has 42 strikeouts, and that one bounces in front of the plate, ball number 2.
Doing good to count.
Here's a pitch from Britton. That one is swung on and hit into the gap, and unable to make the play is Benavides over at right. And the throw to third is not in time.
And time is called.
And over at right, it's Hannah Fields who's down. And time is called. We'll take a quick break. We'll return right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the top of the first inning here. Hannah Fields over at right field suffered an injury on the play, making an attempt to try and snag a fly ball. And it is good to see Hannah up and about. Fields, a sophomore from San Antonio. We wish her all the best and a speedy recovery. And in place over at right field will be number 5, Danielle Nash. And so with that, with 2 outs here at the top of the first inning, the Aggies have a runner on third, Lily Ward, and up to bat is the pitcher, Sam Arledge. Arledge started the first game yesterday afternoon against the Rattlers. Had a solid outing through the first several innings until the Rattlers picked up the offensive. Arledge was able to record 10 strikeouts in her appearance earlier on in this 3-game series. We'll see if she can do something with her bat in the first inning against Britain. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike number 1. And just like that, Britain once again up in the count, 0-2, as Arledge swings and misses at another pitch. Britain awaits her sign. Here's the 0-2, out of the zone. Ball number 1, 1-2 now the count. On deck is Laura Trehall. And the 1-2 softly hit over to Richter over at first, as Richter able to catch the fly ball and end the inning. No runs score on no hits. OPSU leaves 1 in scoring position. The Rattlers will take their first swings in this ball game coming up right after this. Stay tuned. You're watching Rattler Softball on the Rattler Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes led a 10 initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the first inning here in this ball game. Rattlers about to take the plate for the first time today. Leading off for the Rattlers will be number 15, Nicole Sardelich. And taking the circle for the Aggies will be Sam Arledge.
Number 15.
The defensive lineup
Sartlich.
for OPSU will be Trey Hall at left, Ward at center, Graves covering right, Doing over at third, Galindo at short, Spurgeon covering second, Barbosa over at first, and catching for Arledge will be Heathington. The first pitch from Arledge is out of the zone, ball one.
Pitch inside, 2-0 the count.
2-0 now the count to Sartlich. Sartlich leading the team
Heads up.
in batting percentage so far this season. Sartlich batting .416 in 31 games started, and she takes that pitch outside for ball number 3. 3-1 now the count to Nicole Sartlich. And that one finds the strike zone. Full count now, 3-2 to Sartlich, with Katie Nichols awaiting on deck. And Sartlich slaps that one over to the Rattler dugout. And she's still alive in this at-bat. Here's the 3-2. And Sartlich once again fouls that one away. Arledge, as I mentioned at the top of the first inning, struck out 10 Rattler batters in her first appearance earlier on in the weekend. And that pitch catches the inside corner for a called strike 3. And Sartlich striking out, looking for the first out of the inning, as Katie Nichols steps up to bat next. And that first pitch in the zone for a called strike 1. Nichols has done a terrific job this season as the Rattlers' number 2 hitter in the lineup. And yesterday she hit her first home run of the season.
And pitch foul back, brings the count to 0-2 on Nichols.
And Nichols has fallen behind in the count early, 0-2 now. Nichols' first home run of the year, ironically, came up against Sam Arledge, but this time Arledge able to get the better of the Rattler center fielder as she strikes her out for the second out of the inning.
Number 19, Taylor Madreen.
And now up for the Rattlers is their left fielder, Taylor Vidrine. The pitch from Arledge, out of the zone, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Arledge. Just outside, ball 2. And the 2-0 from Arledge finds the inside portion of the plate for strike one. 2-1 now the count to Vadrine. Arledge trying to work the outside portion of the plate. Misses on that one. 3-1 the count to Taylor. And that one just a bit inside for ball four. Vadrine able to draw a walk. And now up to bat with 2 outs, Haley Richter. Richter in the nightcapper of yesterday's doubleheader hit a monster home run that doubled the Rattler lead, essentially putting the game out of reach for the Aggies, as the Rattlers were victorious in that game 7-0. 0-1 the count. Richter slaps that one over to right into foul territory. Strike two now. Here's the 0-2 from Arledge. High and inside for ball one. And that one way outside for ball number 2. Richter batting .364 on the season, leading the team with 39 RBIs as well as 5 home runs as she slaps that one over to right. There to make the play is Graves for the final out of the inning. The Rattlers were able to get 1 runner on, but were unable to do anything with it. 0-0 is the score as we head to the top of the second inning. Aggies about to bat. Stay tuned. More softball action coming up right after this.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes have the 10 initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised. Hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
No, for the Aggies, we number 27, Laura Trejo.
Welcome back, everybody. Top of the second inning here. No score yet as Britton's pitch to Trehall is out of the zone. Ball 1. Brian Maglio on here giving you today's softball action. Rattlers looking to complete a 3-game sweep of the Aggies here this morning. At the plate, Laura Trehall. She slaps that one over to Britton, who's able to field it cleanly and get it over to first to Britton for the first out of the inning.
Number 2 the catcher to the plate. Number 10.
Rattlers currently riding a 9-game winning streak, and they have opened up Heartland Conference play with a perfect 5-0 record. As for OPSU, their overall record in Heartland Conference play is 1-4, a rough start for them as their record is 6-15 overall. Rattlers, on the contrary, have been off to a blazing start, a 27-4 record. The Rattlers have won 23 of their last 24 ball games. An amazing feat for this Rattler team, and they have done it in many ways, from the pitching to the hitting. There is little to no weak spots on this ball club, as Britton is now ahead in the count 1-2. Off-speed pitch rings her up, and Britton with her first strikeout of the ball game as she gets Madison Heathington looking, and that is good enough for the second out of this inning. And now batting is Kinsey Spurgeon. And the first pitch in the zone for strike number 1. The 0-1 from Britton. Swung on and missed by Spurgeon. 0-2 now.
0-2 the count.
Britton looking to make short work of the top of the second, and that one outside for ball 1. The 1-2 from Britton. Out of the zone. 2-2 now the count. Spurgeon still looking for her first hit of this season. The 2-2 from Britton. Swung on and missed. And Spurgeon thrown out at first. Great play by Rodriguez, able to chase down the loose ball. And Spurgeon is retired. 1-2-3. Go the Aggies, as the Rattlers able to do short work. Now their bats look to get something going here. Both teams still knotted up at 0 as we head to the bottom of the second.
Yes, I am. Give it to him hard. No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why are you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh, you got
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Zero still the score here as St. Mary's gets up to bat.
At the bottom of the second for the Rattlers will be number 9.
The 5, 6, 7 hitters due up in this inning for the Rattlers. Leading off, Laura Benavides. Benavides, one of 3 Rattler hitters to homer in yesterday's doubleheader. And she takes that first pitch from Arledge inside, ball 1. Benavides was able to hit her 4th homer of the season, and it was a monster blast off of Sam Arledge, as that one is popped up into foul territory and out of play. That homer by Benavides yesterday afternoon, probably one of the longest home runs we have seen in this new ballpark, was able to completely clear the Rattler bullpen over in left field, and she takes that pitch for a ball. 2-1 now the count. On deck for the Rattlers is their catcher, Alex Rodriguez. Benavides has done a terrific job so far this season, batting .315, and is tied for second best on the team with 4 home runs. And that one in on the hands, and Benavides able to keep it in fair territory, and she leads off the bottom of the second with a single. And now up to bat for the Rattlers is Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez batting an even .300 on the year. And Rodriguez, like Benavides, has 4 home runs to her name and 12 RBIs this season. And over at first, pinch running, is number 21, Leanne Campos.
Attention now, running at first base for St. Mary's will be number 21, Leanne Campos. And your batter coming up is 22, the catcher, Alex Rodriguez.
So with nobody out and a runner on first, Rodriguez lays a bunt down, and it advances the runner Campos over to second. Great job by Rodriguez, able to do her job and advance the runner into scoring position now.
Having some shortstop number 1, Miranda Medina.
And now up to bat, the shortstop Miranda Medina. The Rattlers have good speed over at second in Campos. And now with 1 out, Medina looking to get something going here. That one in the zone for strike number 1. Medina takes that pitch for a called strike 2. And she slaps that one out of play. 0-2 still the count. On deck is the second baseman, Amanda Villa. Here's the 0-2, and that one rung her up. And that is out number 2 of this inning for the Rattlers, and that is already Arledge's 3rd strikeout of this young ball game. And now with 2 away now, Villa steps up to bat. First pitch, outside of the zone, ball 1. And that one just out of the zone. 2-0 now the count to Via as Danielle Nash awaits on deck. Here's the 2-0, swing and a miss. 2-1 now the count. And that one softly hit over to second, over to Spurgeon, who is able to make the play to record the third and final out of the inning. The Rattlers get their leadoff batter in scoring position, but are unable to do anything with it. The score still 0-0 as we head to the top of the third inning. Stay tuned. You're watching Rattler Softball here on the Rattler Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes have the 10 initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the third inning here. Brian Magliuan joining you here today. First pitch is swung on by Doohan, and a soft fly ball over to Richter at first is caught for the first out of the inning. And now batting Colby Graves, the right fielder. First pitch, strike one from Britton. The 0-1 to Graves. Swung on and missed. 0-2 now the count, and Britton, much like the other Rattler pitchers we have seen, Bissaro and Gutierrez, has done a terrific job of getting ahead in the count as Graves swings on a pitch out of the zone for strike number 3, and that is Britton's third strikeout of the ball game.
That's going to bring up number 7 to the plate for baseman Anissa Barbosa.
And now we are back to the top of the order for the Aggies. Barbosa up to bat. She grounded out her first time up. The pitch from Britton. In there for strike one. We remind all of you to check us out on social media, on Twitter and on Instagram at St. Mary's Rattlers, as Barbosa able to get a 2-out single right past Via at second.
And base hit to the right side to the Aggies first base.
And we also would like to remind all of you to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/St. Mary's Rattlers. And for all your up-to-date information on the Rattler softball team and all the Rattlers sports teams, be sure to log on to rattlerathletics.com. Now up to bat, Galindo. And the pitch from Britton just misses. Ball one. And Britton misses with that one. 2-0 now the count. And Britton's pitch lofted over to Villa at second, who gets under it to record the third and final out of this inning. OPSU leaves the runner on. The score still 0-0 as the Rattlers due up next here in the bottom of the third inning. You're watching Rattler Softball on the Rattler Network.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Daniel Nash.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the third inning in this ball game. Rattlers up to bat, leading off right fielder Danielle Nash. This is her first time up to bat. The 9, 1, and 2 hitters are due up this inning for the Rattlers. Nash takes that pitch inside for ball one. 1-1 now the count to Danielle Nash. An update from Laredo, Texas, where the Heartland Conference Women's Basketball Tournament is being hosted. The Rattlers were victorious over Newman in the tournament opener last night. They defeated the Newman Jets 73-59, and it was behind a career night from Rattler point guard Desi Elias, who scored a career-high 26 points, which included 5 3-pointers, and also had 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals, as Nash is retired for the first out of this inning. And now Nicole Sardulich up to bat. That pitch out of the zone, ball one. But back to the Rattlers women's basketball team for a moment. Elias's career night came on 10 of 12 shooting from the field, as that pitch is taken to left by Sardulich, and she is able to get the 1-out single.
And brings up number 4, center fielder.
In addition to the Rattlers winning, they advance to the Heartland Conference Tournament Championship game against none other than their rivals from Austin, St. Edwards. It should be a good game as the Lady Rattlers get set to play for the Heartland Conference Tournament Championship later on today at 5 p.m. Now batting for the Rattlers is Katie Nichols, who struck out her first time up to bat in the first inning. And Nichols down in the count, 0-2. Sardalich is over at first. On deck is Taylor Vidrine. The 0-2 from Arledge. Hit hard to center and unable to make the play is Ward. And Katie able to get a single here. Back-to-back hits for the Rattlers off of Arledge. And now Taylor Vidrine up to bat. With only one out, Rattlers have runners on first and second. Vidrine drew a walk her last time up. Here's the pitch from Arledge. Catches the outside portion of the plate. Good for a call, strike one. Vidrine batting a .253 on the season. Has 12 RBIs to go with 3 homers. And with the game deadlocked at 0, this would be an opportune time for Taylor to get a base hit. And she takes that pitch for a ball, 1-2 the count. The delivery from Arledge. High and out of the zone. And the ball gets past the catcher, Heathington. And Sardalich and Nichols able to advance to second and third respectively. And now both Rattler runners are in scoring position with only one out. The 2-2. Vidrine hits it over to right. And unable to make the play is Graves. 1 run will score. Nichols rounding third, able to score, and Vidrine with an two RBI triple. And that gets the scoring going for the Rattlers as they get on the board first in this ball game.
Puts the Rattlers on the board, scoring 2 runs to base hit. And it's going to bring up first base.
It was a tough play for Graves to make over at right as the ball just carried right over her head, and Vidrine was looking for extra bases the whole way, and now she's over at third for Haley Richter. And the first pitch by Richter is swung on and popped up. There to make the play is Doan in foul territory, and that's the second out of the inning. And now up to bat, Laura Benavides.
Laura Benavides.
Benavides batting .315 on the year. Is second on the team in RBIs with 29. And with Vidrine over at third, she looks to add to that total, and she takes the first pitch from Arledge for ball 1. Two outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Benavides swings on that one, and it gets by Doan over at third, and that is good enough to score Vidrine. An RBI single from Benavides. And now that increases the Rattler lead 3-0 And now the catcher, Alex Rodriguez, gets set to take the plate. With that RBI, Benavides has 30 on the season. Great piece of hitting there by Benavides, and now up to bat is A-Rod. Check swing on that one, and that one softly rolls over to first. There to make the play is Barbosa to retire the side. The Rattlers able to strike first here. They put a 3 spot on the board. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Rattlers leading the Aggies 3-0. Stay tuned. More upcoming right after this.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student-athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 4th inning here for this ball game. Rattlers in the bottom of the 3rd were able to score first, putting a 3 spot on the board. They now lead 3-0 over the OPSU Aggies. Brian Maglione here bringing you today's action. Leading off for the Aggies is their number 3 hitter, Lily Ward. Ward 0 for 1 on the day. And first pitch swung on and hit right to the shortstop, Medina, who is able to snag that one for the first out of the inning. Great play by Medina over at short. Able to corral that sharply hit line drive. And now up to bat is the pitcher, Sam Arledge. Arledge 0 for 1 on the day. Takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. We'd like to say a special hello to all St. Mary's students who are off campus for spring break. Spring break officially starting today. We would like to wish all of you safe travels wherever you may be. And we can't wait to see you all back here when school resumes in a week. So 1-1 the count. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Britton ahead in the count on her opposite, Arledge. The 1-2. A slow roller over to Medina at short. And the throw over to Richter is in time for the second out of the inning.
That brings up left field number 27, Laura Trehall.
And now up to bat, Laura Trehall, 0 for 1 thus far in the ball game. And Britton able to paint the outside portion of the plate. Strike one. Off-speed pitch. Out of the zone. 1-1 now the count to Trehall. And A-Rod will go to the circle and discuss things with Britton. And we would like to remind all of you to once again check us out on social media, Twitter and Instagram. Follow us at St. Mary's Rattlers. You can find some cool behind the scenes content, as Britton able to snag that one for the third and final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Aggies as the Rattlers get set to bat here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Be sure to stay with us. More upcoming after this short break.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes led a 10 initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
$1 million have been raised. Hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the fourth inning here. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up for the Rattlers as Miranda Medina leading off for the Rattlers. Sam Arledge still in the circle pitching for the Aggies. Thus far has given up 5 hits and has struck out 4 as the first pitch is swung on and grounded to third. There to make the play is doing for out number 1.
Now bring up second baseman number 3, Amanda Villa to the plate.
And now batting Amanda Villa, who's 0 for 1 so far in the ball game. The pitch from Arledge catches the inside portion of the plate. 0-1 the count. Villa lifts that one over the second baseman Spurgeon's head. And a 1-out single from Villa sets things up for Danielle Nash. Nash struck out her last time up.
Danny Nash about it.
And first pitch to Nash is ball 1. And that pitch from Arledge gets the inside part of the plate. Strike one. 1-1 the count to Nash as Sardelich awaits on deck. And that one got Nash, and she'll walk that one off as she'll head to first. Nash looks a bit shaken up.
Let's give her a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. She's one tough ball player.
Nash still shaken up a bit. Last weekend was hit a total of 4 times, had that dubious distinction, and once again getting hit right there as she's able to advance to first. Nash still trying to shake off the cobwebs right there. Looks like she'll stay in the game, however.
Rattlers at first and second. And it's going to bring up number 15.
And now Nicole Sardelich up to bat.
Nicole Sardelich.
Back to the top of the order for the Rattlers. Sardelich 1 for 2 on the day. Was able to get a hit her last time up. And she takes that first pitch for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Sardelich fouls that one right back at us. 1-1. The 1-1 to Sardelich is fouled off. 1-2 now the count. On deck for the Rattlers is Katie Nichols. Sardelich steps back into the box. Here's the 1-2. Sardelich hits that one right into the gap over in left center, and that's good to score 1 run. Nash hustling down the line, and that'll score her as well. A 2 RBI double from Nicole Sardelich, and the Rattlers add on to their lead. Now 5-0. The Rattlers are up. Great piece of hitting there by Sardelich, depositing a beauty over to left center. And great base running by Nash and Villa, able to score from first and second. And that'll bring up Katie Nichols, who's 1 for 2 as well on the day. Got to hit her last time up, and she swings at the first pitch. It is hit into shallow center field, and there to make the play is Galindo, and that is good enough for out number 2. And now up to bat is Taylor Vadrine, who's 1 for 1 on the day, walked her first time up, and got the Rattlers on the board last inning with a 2 RBI triple. Vadrine takes that first pitch for a called strike 1. Sardelich over at second. The 0-1 out of the zone, 1-1. If Vadrine gets on, Richter will see the bottom of the 4th inning as she's on deck, and that pitch high and inside for ball number 2. The 2-1 from Arledge. Swung on and hit down the line into foul territory and out of play. 2-2 the count. Any ball hit into the outfield grass should be good enough to score Sardalich over at second, as Vidrine, a defensive swing right there, fouls that one down the right side. The count's still at 2-2 with 2 outs. The Rattler bats once again doing their damage, as that one is hit into shallow center field. Over to make the play is Galindo, and that is good for the final out of the inning. The Rattlers leave a runner on, but not before they strike for 2 more runs, increasing their lead to 5. We head to the top of the 5th. Rattlers lead 5-0. Be sure to stay with us for the conclusion of this one. You're watching this Rattler softball here on the Rattler Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Top of the 5th inning, getting set to get underway.
For the Aggies will be number 10, catcher Madison Hetherington.
The 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Aggies here in the top of the 5th. Emily Britton still pitching for the Rattlers, doing a terrific job once again, as she has done all season long, in that off-speed pitch out of the zone for ball 1. After the game started off scoreless for the first 2.5 innings, the Rattlers have definitely asserted themselves offensively, scoring in each of the last 2 innings, putting 5 runs up on the board. As Britton's 1-1 is fouled away. 1-2 now the count. At the plate for the Aggies is their catcher, Madison Hetherington. And she fouls off the 1-2. Hetherington 0 for 1 so far, struck out her last time up. And on deck is Spurgeon. The 1-2 from Britton. Off-speed pitch gets her swinging. And that's strikeout number 4 now for Emily Britton. And now up to bat is Kinsey Spurgeon, who struck out her last time up. 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch from Britton, swung on and fouled off, 0-1. The 0-1 from Britton just outside, ball one. The 1-1 from Britain catches the outside portion of the plate for a called strike. 1-2.
1-2 the count.
After this ball game, the Rattlers will be on the road for the next 8, and they won't return back home until April 1st when they take on Texas A&M Kingsville. That'll be a doubleheader beginning at 4 p.m. The 2-2 from Britain swung on and fouled off. Great job by Spurgeon, able to stay alive in this at bat. The 2-2 from Britain just misses the outside corner, and that works the count full. 3-2 now to Spurgeon. The 3-2 swung on, and Sardelich unable to corral that one, and that'll be a 1-out single for Kinsey Spurgeon, as Ashley Doohan heads to the plate. That only the second hit Emily Britton has allowed in this ball game. And overall in this weekend, that's only the 7th hit the Rattlers pitching staff has allowed to the Aggies in the past 3 games. An amazing feat. But if you follow this team, it's become more of a habit and something we've come to expect from this great pitching staff, as Britain's 1-1 is hit right back to her. Potential double play, and there it is, a 1-6-3 double play, and the Rattlers get out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Aggies following that double play, and the Rattlers still keeping the Aggies scoreless here as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Rattlers still lead 5-0 as you're watching Rattler Softball right here on the Rattler Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have the 10 initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Welcome back, everyone. Bottom of the 5th inning inside the softball stadium here at the park at St. Mary's, and leading off for the Rattlers is their first baseman, Haley Richter, who's 0 for 2 so far in this ball game. The 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for the Rattlers. Richter, Benavides, and Rodriguez are due up for the Rattlers as that ball gets by Heathington. 2-1 the count. And that pitch finds the zone. 3-1 the count to Richter. And Richter hits that one sharply up the middle, and that's good for a leadoff single.
So Richter gets a base hit up the middle.
And that'll bring up Laura Benavides.
First base. That's to bring up number 9 to the plate, Laura Benavides.
And over to pinch run for Richter at first base is number 27, Kiana Cisneros. And a pitching change has also been made. We'll tell you more about it when we come back.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the 5th inning. Now pitching for the Aggies is number 27, Taylor Richardson, whose win-loss so far this year is 0-3, as Benavides tried to get the bunt down, but it rolled into foul territory. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 from Richardson. In the zone, 0-2. Cisneros over at first for the Rattlers. Good speed over there. And the off-speed pitch out of the zone, 1-2. On deck for the Rattlers is Alex Rodriguez. Benavides 2 for 2 on the day with an RBI, as that pitch in the dirt and into the backstop, as Cisneros able to advance to second on that passed ball.
And it's going to bring the count to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Benavides.
The 2-2 off-speed pitch, and Benavides able to beat the throw as Richardson was unable to field it cleanly, and runners will be at the corners for the Rattlers as A-Rod steps up to bat. And with that, that is Benavides' third hit of the ball game. She is 3 for 3 now. And now A-Rod up to bat. And that pitch finds the strike zone for called strike one. Here's the 0-1. High and outside, and Benavides will advance to second without a throw. Stolen base for Benavides. And A-Rod fouls that one off. With that stolen base, that is Benavides' first stolen base of the season. She is 1 for 2. And the 1-2 is fouled away once again by A-Rod. Over at third is Cisneros. Benavides at second. No outs here for the Rattlers. The potential winning run is at the plate. The run rule in effect here as A-Rod takes that pitch outside for ball 2. On deck is Miranda Medina. The 2-2. A-Rod swings at that one, and that is hit high and far into foul territory. And we'll see another 2-2 pitch.
And we're back.
A-Rod hits that one over to left. There to make the play is Treal. And the runners will hold at second and third. Allowed first out by A-Rod. And now Miranda Medina will step up to bat. Medina 0 for 2 on the day with 1 strikeout. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. That pitch fouled off and back to towards our vicinity. 1-1 is the count. 1's across the board. Number 1 at bat, 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. That one low and in the dirt. Good block there by Heathington. That'll bring the count to 2-1 now. And that one hit sharply into foul territory. 2-2 will be the count now. And that one hit to center, and that will be good enough to score 1 run. Cisneros trots to home, and that'll be the 6th run on the board for the Rattlers. An RBI single from Miranda Medina. She gets her first hit of the ball game. And now the potential winning run is at first base with Amanda Villa up to bat. Villa 1 for 2 on the day. The pitch from Richardson.
And the defense goes over to second. Runners are now at second and third.
And The throw to third, not in time, and in the process, Medina able to advance to second. And the count is 1-1. So the winning run is in scoring position. Via at the plate. She swings at that one, and it is hit into the gap, and that'll be the ball game. A walk-off game-winning hit by Amanda Villa. Scores 2 here as the Rattlers able to finish off this 3-game series in impressive fashion. The Rattlers improve their record here in the Heartland Conference to 6-0. Their overall record is now 28-4. Make that 24 victories out of their last 25. An impressive performance all around by the Rattlers as they're able to put a 3 spot in the 3rd inning, score 2 in the 4th, and to finish it off, they scored 3 in the bottom of the 5th. To conclude matters, the winning pitcher is Emily Britton, who improves her already outstanding record to 14-3. A great overall effort by the Rattlers. And the Rattlers will leave the weekend with another impressive victory here. 8-0 is the final score right here from the softball stadium.
That shout-out comes off from your friend David Tovar.
We'd like to thank all of you for joining us here on this early Saturday morning. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time right back here on the Rattler Network.